Hey everybody, how's it going? Uh, just checking in. It's been a while since I've done any of the YouTube stuff or any wrestling. Really, it's been a while actually. A lot of things going on in my life. A lot of things going on in my life. Gonna be moving back to my town of Rochester. Many of you know that's where I come from, and it's a long story, and we'll get into that to another time. It's not really the time or place, but things are happening. So one nice thing about going back home, I'm gonna be a little bit closer to some other people wrestling wise. I'm gonna be a little bit closer to my Iowa people. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to my boy Jason Michaels in the Stud Club. See him at Raw tonight. That's yeah. Wasn't even planning on going to Raw tonight. Shout out to my boy Isaac. Was about to buy some tickets. Didn't even realize that that's who I was buying tickets from, and he was cool enough to just be like, "Hey, just take them, man. It's all good. We're fans, and we used to work together a little bit at KROC." So, shout out to him. Thank you very much, man. It was much appreciated. Me and my nephew had a blast. It was a good show. Um, I mean, it was a good show for what it was. Go home to Hell in a Cell. That's the other thing. It's a go home to a pay per view. But I feel like these go homes and the light's gonna be a little weird because I'm walking around on my deck right now. It's a little late. I'm putting the cigarette out there. There we go. These go home shows are just kind of a little bit different now because there's just so many freaking pay per views now that we're doing the Raw brand, the SmackDown brand. Then you got the NXT stuff, and then now cruiserweight specials, all this shit. It's a lot of stuff, but it doesn't have the same feel. Big thing tonight was Brock was gonna be there. He's gonna answer. If you saw Raw, you kind of saw how it went down. Really, 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 really trying to make him the heel in all this. Didn't work that well tonight, which made it very awkward when they didn't really do much and then just left. It was actually kind of really awkward, but it was still cool to see Brock in the hometown. He knew what was going on. You could see he had a little bit of a smile walking out and stuff, so it was cool. Whatever. The whole thing with Goldberg is just, man, I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. You've heard me say it. He was the most overrated wrestler ever. The dude can spear and jackknife, and that is it. And they're not even that great. There's people who do both of those better than him. So the fact that he's coming back and blah, blah, blah. And the other thing, too, is he's always been, like, Sting was the WCW main guy, right? When he came over, it was a big deal. Goldberg has been in WWE, wasn't there long. Wasn't for him, apparently. So him coming back is, I don't know. I don't like it just because I don't like Goldberg, but that's just me. And he looks really old. I'm not gonna lie, he looks old. On Raw last week, he was showing his age. I don't want to see this guy in the ring, but it is what it is. Everybody else wants to see it, apparently. You're gonna get it. I think it's Survivor Series is where we're gonna finally get this, I think. Who knows? Whatever. And I guess we're gonna get him in the Hall of Fame now in Orlando this next year. I mean, would you expect anything less? They're bringing him back in a big name. Now you're going to induct him. Cool that he's coming back for a match because fans who really like him, they get to see him again. I get that. Hall of Fame. Again, most overrated guy ever, man. He just wasn't that good. He really is not a great professional wrestler. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm going to stand by that opinion till I die. All right? It's what I think. It's what I feel. I think there's a lot of people who agree with me too. A lot of people who don't. It is what it is. So, other than that, tonight the show was all right. It was good. The contract signing, Sasha, Charlotte, Hell in a Cell. I feel like Mick Foley hijacked that whole segment and kind of made it about him and did his whole little blah blah blah. Get in my eyes. You don't know what you're getting into. Same old shit. He did this already with them like 2 weeks ago when it first popped up. He even used the same shit he was using